Good day, everyone. I am Jesse Balinas, and together with my co author, Carmela, we are pleased to present our study titled Corporate Social Responsibility of Selected Higher Education Institutions Basis for a Model of Effective CSR Management. This research was motivated by our shared belief that higher education institutions, beyond teaching and research, must demonstrate leadership in social responsibility. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through the rationale, theoretical framework, methodology, major findings, and proposed model that emerged from this study. Corporate social responsibility, or CSR, is integral to the trifocal function of higher education institutions, namely instruction, research, and community service. While most institutions engage in the outreach or community extension, there remains no clear, evidence based model that guides how CSR should be managed effectively within the higher education context. Recognizing this gap, our study sought to evaluate the quality of CSR programs among selected private higher education institutions in the Philippines. Number two, identify the factors that influence CSR quality and develop a model for effective management of CSR in HEIs. Through this, we hope to contribute a framework that universities can adopt in managing socially responsible programs that are both sustainable and impactful. Corporate social responsibility has long been defined by global organizations like World Business Council for Sustainable Development and ISO as a commitment to ethical behavior that improves quality of life for communities and society at large. In the Philippine setting, scholars like Tihanki and Garovilas have emphasized that private higher education institutions are not just recipients of CSR support from the corporate sector. They too are expected to embody CSR in their operations. Our study builds upon the conversation, positioning universities not just as beneficiaries, but as agents of social transformation. We believe CSR should not be peripheral. It must be central in the institution identity and performance. This study was anchored on Baldrige Framework for Performance Excellence, which has been adopted for the education sector. The Baldrige Framework identifies seven dimensions of quality, namely leadership, strategic planning, process management, human resource management, information and analysis, program characteristics, and customer satisfaction. By adopting this framework, we are able to assess CSR using the same standards of our organizational excellence used in business and in education. In essence, CSR quality becomes an indicator of institutional quality itself. We employed a descriptive analytic design to describe and compare CSR programs across selected higher education institutions. Our primary tool was a validated adaptation of community extension program system quality assessment questionnaire developed by Antonio in 2000. The instrument measured perceptions across seven dimensions corresponding to the Baldrige criteria. We also refined and content validated the questionnaire to ensure that it fit the CSR context of HEIs. This approach enabled us to gather a balanced and reliable picture of CSR practices from multiple perspectives. Our participants included CSR directors, administrators, faculty members, student leaders, community leaders, and beneficiaries from eight higher education institutions located in Cordillera Administrative Region and Regions 3, 7, and 11. A total of 539 respondents participated in this study. Data were analyzed using descriptive statistics such as means, and percentages to assess CSR quality, and factor analysis to identify the underlying factors that influence CSR effectiveness. We also conducted interviews with the CSR directors to clarify responses and gain deeper insights into institutional practices. Overall, the CSR programs of the selected higher education institutions were rated as satisfactory across all dimensions. The key strengths identified include strong leadership support and commitment from top management, clearly defined CSR vision mission, effective communication, and integration of CSR programs across departments. However, areas needing improvement were also observed, such as faculty workload that limits participation in CSR activities, limited involvement, and the need for stronger external and international linkages. These results indicate that while the foundations of CSR are in place, its management can still enhance to ensure inclusiveness, continuity, and broader reach. Through factor analysis, we identified the key factors influencing CSR quality from different stakeholders' perspectives. Across respondent groups, several common themes emerged, such as visible commitment of top management, active stakeholder participation, conduct of needs assessment and program evaluation, sustainability and replicability of programs, and adequate budget and staff competence. These factors collectively point to the importance of shared leadership and strategic alignment in CSR implementation. When these elements are present, CSR efforts become more sustainable and impactful. From these findings, we developed the model for effective CSR management in higher education institutions. The model integrates 10 interrelated elements, such as number one, responsiveness to community needs, two, active stakeholder involvement, three, awareness and commitment to CSR vision, mission, and goals, four, impact evaluation, five, linkages and partnerships, six, sustainability and replicability, seven, adequate budget, eight, manageable workload for faculty and staff, nine, effective communication and information dissemination, and last but not the least, competent and committed CSR staff. This model can be used as both a diagnostic tool to assess current CSR practices and a strategic guide for institutional improvement. The model looks like this. At the center of the model, is the quality of CSR programs in HEIs. In conclusion, the CSR programs of the selected HEIs are functioning well, but the level of quality varies across institutions. The proposed model provides a framework for continuous improvement, helping institutions align their CSR initiatives with their mission and strategic goals. We recommend the following actions. Number one, strengthen leadership visibility and faculty engagement in CSR. Number two, expand linkages and partnerships, both local and international. And three, institutionalize CSR assessment using the proposed model to ensure accountability and sustainability. Ultimately, we envision CSR as a core strategy of higher education, one that transforms institutions into proactive agents of development for God and humanity. With this, I would like to thank you for sharing your precious time with me, and listening to the presentation. Thank you very much and have a good day.